Right, so are we eating?
You can eat. You can go on.
No, I'm not eating while we're starting. So
you can eat while we start. You did it last episode.
Yeah, no, but
we've got guests.
Now it's different.
I'm not eating when we've got a guest.
Yeah.
Go on and eat.
It's rude, isn't it?
It's all right. We'll watch him.
No, do you know what? I can wait. I'll wait.
Well, I can't.
I'll wait. Action.
Jimmy's on prep.
We're starting. Jimmy's in prep. It's all right. It's all right.
Get to buy.
Guys. It's all right, Jimmy. Welcome back. Episode 50 is here, the half century.
Yeah, not that is it?
So, listeners, give yourself a clap if you're still here from episode 1 to episode 50.
Legends.
Yeah.
Comment who's still here from episode 1.
Yeah, who is still here, because we appreciate the support, and we thought we'd get the biggest of big dogs in for episode 50. The Viking, Josh. I've always said Maley, but it's Maley, isn't it?
No, it's Maley's right.
Is it Maley right? Yeah. So I've always said it right.
Yeah, you've always, people always get it wrong.
Yeah.
But,
So Josh Maley, my old coach and good friend, and the current, if you ever relinquish it, but you're
just going to keep renewing my product.
Yeah, we keep renewing it. The current tallest IFBB pro open pro bodybuilder in the league.
Yeah.
And
Which you took that off Jamie, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he retired.
So IFBB pro, coach, MC,
Dog dad.
Yeah.
dog dad.
Yeah.
So he's
Pro Series.
yeah.
Grateful to have you both on that.
Yeah, so he's a man of many talents.
Yeah.
Lego connoisseur.
Yeah.
Harry Potter connoisseur.
Sorry, Dad.
Can't
He's getting done off Jimmy.
Your mic will be picking me up. It's fucking close to me. That was you.
No, I appreciate the intro. Yeah.
No, so we've always said, like, we wanted you on just to support you as well, as because you have supported us right from the start.
Well, ironically, it's probably going to be the first episode yours that I don't watch because I don't want to see myself.
Yeah.
But I think I've watched every other one that you guys have done. So very proud to be on the
Cheers,
on the
mate.
50th.
Cheers, mate. Well, we're proud to have you on, and we wanted to talk about a few things today because obviously you've had a lot going on over this last year or so in terms of like your transition out of competitive bodybuilding, because everybody's known you as Mr. Consistent. You've been competing for, what was it, like 15 years? I think you were.
Yeah, first show 2010.
Yeah, so it was 50. It was 15 years.
Yeah.
What was your first show?
No, UK BFF Leicester qualifier. I think I came second. Either came second or third. I was looking at some pictures the other day and I couldn't quite tell. My trophy was bigger than the other guys. I can't remember. But yeah, that was in the classic class as it was then, which was like a height and weight thing. So I was 22. I might have been able to do juniors, but that was still when James was doing juniors. And
were you
Jordan was
naturally
doing
in that show?
that was my end of my first cycle.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you were natural for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's like
6 months.
Yeah. So I was 22 and I started training properly probably at 19, 20 when I finished swimming. But I had a good foundation, so
Yeah. So that's what we usually do. Like, take it back. When did you swim all the way through school? Was that
all the way through school, all the way through year and a half through uni. So half of my degree was that. Then I got all my drinking out of the way for the rest of my life, and then I found the gym. This is what I like. We had an amazing gym on campus. I went to Loughborough, so sport was mega.
Yeah.
And everywhere you looked, there was like a sports star. I remember seeing like Paula Radcliffe just chilling around on campus, and people would come in the gym, and it was a performance centre gym. When they had like the World Cup camps, we had like the Rugby World Cup team in there, league and union. And you just see all these guys. It's hard not to want to be better. But my biggest influence, and I've said this, and he's the most humble guy, and I wish he was more well known. You'll probably know him because he's part of the JP, Big Rich.
Yeah.
Rich Ellis.
Yeah, what a guy.
What a great guy as well.
I remember probably week one as a fresher walking into that gym as a swimmer. I saw Rich. I thought, what the fuck is that?
He's so dense, isn't he?
So thick. He's as thick as he is wide through his chest in a good way.
Yeah.
And then you kind of whisper. And he was called Rhino at the time. He used to refer to him as Rhino. Fast forward, end of my degree, I had no clue what I wanted to do, so I just got a job in the gym as a casual. And I went up to him one day and I was like, if I could train with you. And he was so nice, and he was like, yeah, that's fine. And then I had probably just an incredible 18 months of training. Rich always trained like a sort of what do they call it? Power builder.
Power builder.
Yeah. So, your key lifts, he hated deadlifts, so that was fine. Probably didn't do my back any good not doing them early on, but squats and bench, and then just really brutal leg sessions. And and after a bit, he was the one who suggested to compete. He was like, you take things pretty seriously. So once I get into something, I'm kind of like an addictive personality. So I was like learning about my food, nailing my diet, writing everything down, training with Rich, put on a good amount of weight. Then I got up to like 120 kilos naturally. Looked quite.
I can't do that with 4 gram again.
I looked quite fluffy. And want a pretty look. And then,
No, go on.
and then he just went. There was a guy at the gym who trained there called Drossos Cypriot. Phenomenal. Again, like if he carried on bodybuilding, 212 personified, like beautiful physique. I've gone back and tried to find pictures because he competed at the show I did, and he coached me for that show.
Did he?
Right.
He was my only coach ever. And he was like, ask Ross if, he wants to prep you. There's a show there. And I was like, fucking bodybuilding sounds gay. All the classic first-time bodybuilder. Trunks, tan. Although the trunks didn't bother me because I came from swimming. So I was like, well, I'm just fucking switching from water to land. Competed. Loved the challenge of prep. Enjoyed being on stage a lot more. Like I'm more of an introverted personality. I certainly was then. So I didn't think
You'd
being
like
under
it
the
as much.
lights would really, it seemed a bit showy. But you kind of get that almost like split personality where you have your stage, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then it was just, right, well, I'm a skinny bodybuilder now, I suppose. Let's not be that and see what we can do. And just went from there, really.
And what we'll touch on, Josh, is because I don't think people realise, like obviously there you said you got coached for your first show, which was 15 years ago. But one thing that I think what a lot of people don't realise, and which I massively respect, and I think a lot of other people respect, but you've been self-coached throughout your whole competitive career.
Yeah.
Which takes some big fucking balls to make the decisions that you make, and to be so objective and not emotionally driven by what you're seeing or how you're feeling. And like, just talk us through like how you, because I know for a fact I've tried it myself. I think when obviously I didn't have the run how I wanted to have when I stopped working with Cal, I made a decision that I was going to try and coach myself for 6 months. So we had a chat about it. I thought, I'm going to try and coach myself. And I think I might have spoken to you about it at the time. And I just said, I think even then I was like, do you know, if I like get a little bit stuck, do you mind if I just send you a few photos? And just because my head, I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I'm not saying I couldn't do it. I just found, I think I've been so used to being a robot. And
Added a further stress.
Yeah.
What you were doing is like not almost swapping and changing, but
I were.
like
Second guessing everything.
Everything. You can't make a decision. It's like, am I doing enough? Am I doing too much?
Yeah.
So do you do it through data? Are you data driven? Are you like, this is the data and I'm purely using that with the visuals not so tied to it? Or are you looking off visuals more so than data?
I've always probably followed data more than I have visuals.
Which
because I like, especially off seasons, like I don't even like looking at myself in the mirror. So me taking progress pictures, fucking not happening. I just want to close my eyes, hope for the best within reason. But yeah, like so, Dross coached me 2010, and then I did another season 2012 with him. And like the beginning of that prep, like I just did my own off season. I think I was like I think I was 10 kilos heavy when I got on stage. So it was a good 2 years. But the day one, I was quite fat. And he goes, right, there's the diet, and I want you to do 2 hours cardio a day. And it was like 16 weeks out. And I was like, fucking hell. And I finished that prep and thought, there's got to be a better way. So I was like, next time around, I'm going to try and like do it myself and see if I can make it easier for me or better for me. So that was what started it. I suppose I was fortunate because at that time, like, while people had coaches, it wasn't as it is now, where like you almost like people like get to the gym and they think, oh, I should probably get a coach. Like they have no time to figure themselves out. So I'd done stuff with Dross. I knew what worked. I ultimately knew that I could work very hard, and like while I might not be genetically gifted as some, like I could get in shape and I could do what needed to be done. So that then gave me the confidence to be like, well, I can definitely do this on my own, and just kind of played with it from there. It was really just like I've got all my diets back from that kind of 2013, 2014. Yeah, logbooks, like spreadsheets on my laptop. So everything was done, and like I'd assess after an off season, right, what kind of maybe could have done better, or like what every off season I kind of pushed a little bit too hard. Really till the end, to be honest, because
which is just bodybuilding.
I think it's very hard not to. And then the kind of the key point on prep was I finally, and that was probably took me all the way through to 22. Although I nailed some good looks, it was like you said, like doing too much. Like when you coach yourself, it's hard to pull back, and I've always found that. But I've always I'd rather that, because at least you're going to be in shape.
Yeah.
Even if you don't nail the look. Like
you might be a bit flat.
Yeah.
Or you might be a little bit.
So then I started having a bit more confidence and a bit more, just being a bit more aggressive with the kind of the peaking and realizing exactly what my body needed in those final weeks, and then it just came together. But I never gave it much thought, if I'm honest. I think a naivety played a big part of my career, because when I started. Rich was like, look up Ronnie Coleman, look up Jay Cutler, look up Paul Dillette, look up all these big fucking dudes. And I was like, oh, wow, they're amazing. And I just figured everyone was 6'6". So I never had that, I'm tall, I should be at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Then I thought, well, how hard can prep fucking be? You just eat less and move more and train hard.
And I think as well, the advantage you had.
I think a lot of people can fucking take a... Did clip that?
No, but that is...
We know it's not just that, but...
No, but it is.
It is. The fundamentals are there, aren't they?
It is. There's just too many people now get a refeed or eye days.
When they don't actually need them.
Because it's the in thing to do.
And I don't understand it. You're not there yet.
Yeah, you're still fat. You don't need an idea. Well, I said, like with you, Josh, there, I think one of the things for me that screams out is the lack of available information made it easy for you. And when I think back to, and when we all think back, it's like, I just wish it was like it used to be, when you didn't know as much as, or do we know as much as we think we know, because a lot of it's just shit anyway. Yeah. But it's like, I'm going to eat this diet, it's going to be chicken and rice and whatever, or bodybuilder food. I'm going to go to the gym 5 days a week. Last time the cardio was, you know what, I maybe did too much cardio, so maybe I won't do as much cardio, and I might just go for a walk, and just figure that out for yourself, and you end up looking fucking great. Yeah. Rather than refeeding, oh, fucking hell, I forgot to take my peptide this morning, or...
25 minutes cardio.
Yeah.
He's put me on 25. You know
what
I mean?
Right, yeah.
You what?
Yeah.
He's put me on 20. Sorry, pal.
It's true. Like when I coach people now, I'm like, oh, I'm really sorry, but you're going to have to do an extra 5 minutes of cardio.
Oh, you're up to 40 minutes of cardio.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like 40 minutes, I'm like, you're already on it. It's just another 5 minutes.
But will you have them clients now that you like... He's like me. I know that if I say to him he needs to do 45 minutes cardio in the morning and do 20 minutes cardio post-workout, he's not going to bat an eyelid. So,
100%, yeah.
Like,
they're still out there, which is nice.
Yeah, if it needs to be done, it gets done. Like that, Josh, for example.
Yeah.
Like,
mate, Josh is perfect example.
But what I mean is, like when he said, he went, here's your diet, 2-hour cardio, and he just went...
All right.
Yeah, you didn't mention fatigue, did you? Or you can't because you've got a job, this job, or that job to do. Like, right, I'm going to have to get up at 3 o'clock to do it because I'm supposed to do it, and you just did it.
I never even heard fatigue. I bet he just went, all right, so I fucked it. Fucked up, to be honest with you. But that was it, you know?
Yeah. Have you ever thought at any point, like after any year seasons, you're like, I'm a little bit disappointed with that, or I'm a little bit this. How close have you ever been to getting a coach? Because there must have been a couple of times, do you think, or not?
Not really.
Have you never even thought about it?
Like, everything went fairly linear in terms of objective success. And, like, I never, like, said I wanted to win a pro card. I never said I wanted to win Universe. But, like, so 2010, 2012 was getting my feet wet. 2012, I was like, oh, maybe there's potential to look like a bodybuilder. I still didn't, like, I was still undersized, but I started to see a bit of shape. And then 2014 was when I switched to NABBA. And that was NABBA, old school NABBA, where it was like a family. Like, even if I'd done shit, I think I would have done, I felt amazing because it was so inclusive, like everyone was so supportive. But first show, I won my first overall. So I was like, oh, I'm onto something. Either within the Fed or like, and again, I looked like a bodybuilder for the first time, I felt. And then like every comp I did was just a little bit better. I think that year I came second or third at the Brits. Then the year after I won the British, came third at the Universe. Then
I come to watch you in 2000 and I think it might have been 2014.
Yeah.
It was it the Midlands Pro?
Yeah, that was the first NAB one.
That was
Yeah.
the first one that you won, which I was there.
Yeah.
It was a fucking good lineup as well. That.
Yeah.
Did Tyler do that show? Did you compete against Tyler?
Yeah.
He did, didn't
Yeah,
he?
we got photos.
Yeah, I thought he did.
That was when he was like just before kind of shit hit the fan with his kidneys.
Kidneys, yeah.
He really probably shouldn't have been doing that. But
Because this is when I was like, obviously just starting to watch bodybuilding, thinking I wanted to compete, and then seeing Josh, who was like similar sort of size to me, and I'm like, wow, like, so that's what
can be possible.
That's what can be possible.
Yeah.
So I competed for the first time in 2015, and you were one of my sort of inspirations as I sort of went through my early years of bodybuilding.
it's crazy because I like honestly, I still feel like I feel like 20. Like in my head, like I feel like an amateur.
Yeah.
I don't feel like.
But I saw you won the Brits, and then I saw you won the Universe. So that was in Birmingham at the.
Yeah, so like everything just went. I went third place, I think 15 Universe. Second place, 16 Universe.
Was Andy Pickering won that one?
No, Fabian won that. Fabian Mayer.
Right. Which one did Andy Pickering win? Was that when you got third?
No, Andy came second to me. I don't know if Andy won the Universe.
Didn't he?
No, he came second to me when I won it in 2017. Then I came second in the Pro Universe in 2018 to that Korean, Lee Sun Chung.
And he turned pro. He
turned pro. And then 2019, I won the Pro Universe. So like everything just kind of keeps stacking up.
So there's no reason.
I don't think like my body weight on stage, like in those years, went up. There was 18, 19 didn't change a lot. I wasn't a huge fan of the 19 look for the Universe, but I won it. And it's one of those where it's like, would you rather win a show looking? In that case, I'm glad I won it because there's good money on the line there. Yeah, just gave out envelopes of cash. And then I did the European like a couple of weeks later in Italy, and like I just between then the Universe and then I pretty much just ate, and I was like so fucking full. And again, I looked like that was a really good look. Then obviously the pandemic happened, and poor bless now they just didn't know what to do with themselves. So it kind of came out of that, and I was like, I'm not done with competing, but obviously I'd flirted with PCA in this time as well. Like that was, I used to message Ryan and ask if I could do the pro class, even though they never gave me a pro card, just because there was a bit of money and like, I don't know if I felt like confident enough that I was worthy. He always said yes, so I appreciate him for that. And then it came out of the pandemic. I thought, well, let's try NPC, and kind of started that 2020, 2021 and 2022.
You won your pro card.
On the pro card, yeah. So you got there before me, though.
I did just.
Yeah.
Well, that's the story. What I've told. Like, I started working with you in lockdown just before, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I can be writing my plans up with like bands and
starting things. Yeah.
So I think it was like 2019 we might have started. We started in 2019, and I think I did my first year back on stage 2021.
Yeah.
So we obviously worked together through the pandemic, doing what we called on back garden, or until when we got some keys for gyms and bits and pieces like that. But I never thought, and I've said this a million times on podcasts, like I never considered even switching coaching. Like you were my coach, and that was that. It was only because I can remember I sent you a check-in in like it was a November or December, coming up to end of year.
Yeah.
And like, because it was email check-in, when email check-in, and like,
emails by then.
this is kind of my thoughts of next year's show season, what shows I'd like to do, and I was waiting for my check-in response, and it took a little bit longer than normal, and I'm like,
it's just like trying to figure out how to say it, isn't it?
yeah, trying to figure out to say like we're going to be probably competing to get against each other, so. I don't want it to, because we'd built a really good relationship, I don't want it to skew his relationship, or you to think when we get to 5 weeks out and I ask you to do something, is he trying to fucking...
And also all the external noise, the potential there of people being like, how, like, you know, if
and it could cause you stress as well.
Yeah, if perchance we did compete together and I won, then what are other people going to say?
Yeah.
You know, just for the sake of bodybuilding gossip. You know, has he tried to not peak him great so that he can pip him? And, you know what I mean?
It's
like, it's a lose-lose situation.
Like, you know, there's certain clients, yourself included, who just become friends.
Yeah.
So then it's like, for me, that then takes priority.
That supersedes everything, doesn't it?
And then at least, like, all I needed to be was honest and, like just give you that information.
Yeah.
And then when you came back and were like, listen, I think now would be a time for me to.
I think I gave it a month, didn't I? I think I said, can I just think about it?
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
And let me just like try and process like what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, and I kept saying like, what do you think I should do? I might have spoke to a couple of people.
We were training together at Rotherham then.
Yeah.
When that was happening. And
Yeah.
you were just like...
It were good days.
Yeah,
Good days, yeah.
But I remember you in car saying something about just like... You sided with Josh straight away and you sort of... I think you sort of knew what you needed to do, but you just didn't want to let go of that.
Yeah, that relationship,
relationship at the beginning, so...
And I think you kind of not pushed me down the Callum route, but you were like...
I was dead happy when you like,
Yeah.
I was like, yes, like absolutely.
Yeah. If you're going to go with anyone, that's who I want you to go with. So it ended up...
Worked out very fucking well for everyone.
We both won a pro card at the same year. I were there for you when you won the pro card as well.
Mate, I remember the post-stage hug.
Same, because Phoebe won it after you.
Yeah, so I won it in...
Same year, though,
I won
wasn't it?
September, you won October.
Yeah.
Phoebe won November.
Yeah. Not bad 3 months, were it?
It was a good 3 months, yeah.
Team smashed it.
And when did you win yours? Before?
2021, wasn't it?
Yeah, 5 years ago now.
Yeah, but you
just
won...
been close enough back at achievement, really. I don't know. I can't remember what day it was.
Norway.
Yeah, Norway. 2021, yeah.
So how many shows have you done, Josh?
30.
30 shows.
Yeah,
Did you retire at 30?
Yeah. Worked out nicely.
And just for the viewers, so you know, when you first competed, what was your stage weight?
So I was working off kilos back then. I think I was at 105 kilos, which maybe like 220.
220.
Something like that.
And you went on stage in your last show at 305?
305, yeah, in France.
220 to 305? 85?
85 pounds.
Over.
And you'd have obviously been leaner anyway for your last
Oh,
show than
yeah,
you
yeah.
first,
So it's probably more like
Close to
100 pounds of tissue in that time. Which is a lot of fucking muscle in it.
Which is a lot, yeah.
So what's your food had to go to, Josh, in off-season?
It's never been as crazy as someone like Jamie, for example. Like, he always had to eat a lot more. I was mid 6.5. I never, like, I do this with, I don't know if you, like, I don't MyFitnessPal stuff. So when I work out a diet, like, chicken breast is protein. Like, I'm not counting, like, the fat, like, you know, all those little things. So if we're talking true calories, it's probably going to be 7.5.
Yeah.
But, like, I normally get to, like, 6.5 the way I worked it out. And as long as I, ate what's on the plan, you're getting the same amount of food in there. So you eat more.
It's how it works, isn't it?
It's definitely, because you didn't do like your trace macros, did you? It was just like 50.
I had numbers on there, mainly just by a rough idea of ballpark it.
Yeah.
But
But
like,
we don't look at them anyway, do we?
No.
as long as clients are eating, or I'm eating, 250 grams of chicken, 100 grams of rice.
Some clients say to me when they're in prep, man, don't put my calories on.
Yeah.
Or they go the other way.
But you don't, for me, you don't need to, do you?
No,
Because if
just eat what's on
It doesn't
plan.
matter what calorie, yeah.
And you keep your protein, take a bit of carbs away.
Yeah.
See how you look.
Or they'll be like, oh,
the way
my
round.
EAs on this plan say they should have this amount of calories in, but mine have 3 calories more. Which ones do I need? I was like, them numbers there, don't worry about it. As long as you're eating what it says, it don't matter.
I always used to call that like consistent inconsistencies. Like if you're having like a bit of sauce on a meal, have a bit of sauce on a meal throughout.
Yeah.
When I reduce your food, your calories are coming down.
Yeah.
Don't then add more sauce. Or anything like that. I mean,
Which happens, doesn't it? Like,
Paralysis by overanalysis in one of those situations. So over that 30 shows, what's your titles? What's your achievements? Just so the viewers know. I know you don't like giving yourself the props, but mate, you've had a fucking fantastic career.
Yeah, I suppose. NABBA, I did everything apart from the Worlds. Didn't win the World.
So NABBA Mr. England,
NABBA England, NABBA Britain, NABBA Universe, NABBA Europe,
NABBA Pro Universe,
Pro Universe. The Europe was Pro as well. Yeah, NABBA Pro Universe. I did some. I can't remember what the PCA shows were, but I know I was like top rating a lot of their pro shows.
Yeah.
During that time, I came like second in their maybe Worlds. Then Pro Card 22 and
Arnold Classic UK Amateur Champion.
Arnold Classic, yeah. So
it's not a bad title to have.
it's not bad,
It's not a bad title.
All done by yourself as well.
All self-coached.
yeah.
So
And what way are you placing on pro stage?
7th?
What was it? No, it's 8th at Italy.
8th.
Yeah. Which I was buzzing with because that look for a start was if I just look at that to be as a bodybuilder. I was
That's
like,
the look, yeah.
Yeah.
I can remember standing backstage and thinking, fucking Josh is on.
Yeah, really came
Josh is
together.
on.
And Italy's tough. Like, there's a few
Do
places.
you know what? Like every
I'm not
show
saying they're
now,
not, but you see
that was that until the Brother competed.
Yeah.
Like, until won the show, didn't he?
Yeah,
it was a good.
Good guys like Hunter and Andrea in that top two.
Yeah, Andre Presti was good. He's peeled.
And then, I mean, for me, I like the goal in that season was technically my pro debut was the Arnold's in 22, and I came last. So like straight away that sets the benchmark.
Yeah.
Next time around, let's not come last.
Yeah.
And then I was like top 10, which I did in all three of them. Even though I think I came in my last show, I did my worst and came 10th out of 11. But can't win them all. I wasn't overly impressed with that show, but I was happy with the look. So
France?
Yeah. It's a shame because I coached someone the year before.
I think you got overlooked massively in that show.
So, like I still.
So I'm watching the stream.
Yeah, I wish I asked, and this is one of my pitfalls. I never ask for feedback. I never talk to judges. I never talk to anyone after a show. I literally get off stage, give me some fruit, give me some water. I'm back to the hotel for a shower.
Yeah.
But I remember the audio being really bad, and I felt like I got called in the second call out early, and I wasn't sure, so I didn't. And then like it just nothing really happened, and then they called someone else, and then they called me kind of last. So like, part of me is like, is that wishful thinking? And part of me is like, did I just like mess up? And the judge was like, you know what, mate, if you can't fucking listen, you do one. It's really not important. It's like we're 5th to 11th place, mate. Like, don't stress about it.
Stand on the end if you want.
Yeah. But I remember that distinctly, and at the time I was like, was that my number? Was that? Anyway, no. So.
But a fucking fantastic career.
Yeah.
Something to be massively proud of. Now, obviously, coming off of that, because that is who you were as a bodybuilder, and a lot of people have struggled, but I feel like you've handled the transition from competitive bodybuilding into I say normal life, but me and you spoke about this, and say Josh just seems like he's just like.
This is why I always said like I'd like you to come on, because everybody bashes it. As soon as they've finished, they bash it. And you've not bashed it. You see you're in gym and you're still happy, and
you're still a bodybuilder. You're still a hobby builder.
I mean, everyone's different. Like,
has there been struggles, Josh? Or do you think or like behind the scene, has there been struggles? Or
not from a lot less mentally than I thought. But I think for me, when I won my pro card in 22, that was my make or break show. If I didn't win it, I probably would have called it there. So because I won it, I then was able to have 2 years knowing that I was going to stop.
Yeah.
And like I could see no reason why I would want to continue after that point.
There was no other goal in bodybuilding from that. You'd sort of achieved everything you wanted
as a pro,
to achieve.
I'm like, Jamie laid the path in terms of showing what was possible, but also showing what was like needed.
As a tall bodybuilder.
And his feedback was, you need to come back 20 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
Jamie was always around a similar weight, if not slightly lighter, but always looked bigger. Now, if he has to come back 20 pounds heavier, what the fucking hell do I have to do? So, like, I was like, yeah, that's like, I hated off-season. Me and Jay, we used to moan about off-seasons during that 22 prep and just be like, fucking, I don't know if I can do it again, don't know if I can do it. So I finished and was like, right, one more. One more off-season and get my head around that, and then I'll call it. So I think because I had that time to effectively in the back of my head just know. There was no, there's no injury, there was no illness, and there was time to just think and plan. And again, I've not overcomplicated anything. I stopped prep. I reversed out of prep into what I do now.
Yeah.
Like, I still, like, I wanted to stop when I was healthy, when I still enjoyed the sport, when I could continue doing the sport, but just without the experience.
You stopped on your term.
Yeah. Which is smart and lucky, because you never really know when that's going to be. Like that last off season could have been the one that.
I think it's smart more than anything.
Yeah,
I think I have done it like because I think that where a lot of people go wrong or would go wrong, even people who were amateur or just do it for fun, they just stop. Like you've like carried on training, and then you put it out. You put it out for everybody to show everybody that. You can actually be a bit fitter.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you now? 293 you were at?
So I was 280 9. I think you were both 29 this morning.
29 this morning, yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, you look a bit different to me though.
Yeah, Monday I was 293 because after the weekend I tend to go up about 4 or 5 pounds. I'm that client now who like Monday to Friday muy bueno, and then weekend a few pounds added. Yeah. But the net gain is there, or the net loss.
And this is what I wanted to say. Like, so now, obviously, do you have a little bit more freedom at weekends, like to spend it with your missus?
Yeah, yeah. Like throughout the week, really. Like if there's an occasion, like I'm just gonna enjoy it, and I fucking love food. So like I don't hold back when I eat off.
Yeah.
But I do actually. I've definitely learned that I don't need to eat the world, and I can go to bed without having to like prop myself up.
Yeah.
And like not feel completely, sick.
But do you still do? So let's say weekends are coming, and you go, "Oh, we're gonna go and eat this and do this." Through the week, do you do a bit more cardio? Do you add a bit in?
The way my setup is, like I've still got my meal plan. Like I've still got it on my laptop. I don't really look at it anymore because it hasn't changed for about a year.
What does your meals look like throughout a day now? So today, what
similar. So I mean, a normal training day: 100 gram of beef mince, 4 whole eggs, 2 sourdough, and like a smooth fruit berry smoothie with a bit of whey. 2 meals of effectively 150 grams cooked chicken because I'm lazy and I just buy GSN.
That frozen stuff.
I thought it was shit, but it's not. For me, it serves its purpose. 75 gram of dry weight rice, veggies, some nuts, 10 gram of like walnuts or Brazil nuts, and then like a kiwi fruit or something like that. Pre-workout 100 gram of oats, 50 gram cream of rice, 55 gram of whey, dark chocolate. Post-workout 250 white fish, into skin. 250 sweet potato and 75 gram of rice. So yeah, it's just whole food. It's just bodybuilder food, but like
bodybuilder food. Yeah.
I could genuinely enjoy my meals. Like before this, rest day slightly different. I just in the car, prep my rice, prep my beef mince.
But do you know, like if you get to if you're going at weekend, say if you're going away for a weekend or something, do you go right? I'm going to do a little bit more cardio. Do you still?
I just don't need to. Like the way if I didn't have the weekends, I would be losing weight too fast.
Yeah. The weekend just tops you up.
So like every now and again, like Christmas, let's say that because I go spend a week with my parents and I just like switch off. I think the first Christmas thing I put on like £20. Last Christmas was better, it was £10. But like then I'll come back and I'll be like, right, no carbs with that meal. Do that for a week and then things will drop back down and then but everything I'm trying to do now is like habit stacking in terms of like the nutrition is set. I don't really want I'm satiated. I'm always a bit hungry, but I know I can get through every day, and even if I don't have anything to look forward to the weekend, I've still got enough food going.
Yeah.
So that can just stay stable. And then it's like I want to see what I can do. Like all my cardio is sort of built gradually. I'm doing a bit more here, a bit more there.
Skipping now.
Skipping, rowing. I do want to jog at some point.
Do you have a set cardio routine?
Yeah.
And what does that look like throughout the week?
It's fucking.
It's a bit complicated.
Do you know what? He sent it me before because I did start the rower.
What bag? Rower, skipping.
Yeah, until my leg fell off. But I did a couple of the rows.
Yeah.
I sent him, didn't I? I'm like, fuck. Like Josh's times are impressive. Because my lungs were on absolute fire.
Yeah. It's crazy. Like I remember when I bought that rower after, like when I finished prep. I remember the first time I got on it, I thought I'll do like 10 minutes rowing. Seems like reasonable, doesn't it? Got on it, did like 30 seconds and was like, my hips and my back and my lungs are going to just blow out any minute. I think I did like 90 seconds and I was like, I have to send that back. But like, I was like, no, we'll just continue. And now I think so like Monday and Thursdays I do steady bike, 10 rounds of skipping, and now I've added, like I said, habit stacking. I've added some box jumps because I want to get a little bit more explosive and deal with my body weight a bit better on impact. Tuesday's like a hip cardio on the bike. Wednesday's probably the hardest. It's like 20 bike, and then 10 by 1 minute on, 1 minute off on the rower. And I just I'm just so competitive. So like everything, the times I'm doing now I couldn't do before. But every time every now and again I have a really good week and I can bring my times down a bit. I can't then go back up. No. I have to stay there.
Yeah.
So like I was initially averaging like a 1 minute 35 per 500 for like this, and like as of this morning I was averaging like 130. And like when I did like a 1K effort last year, I think I came like 23rd in like the world rankings, just off that first effort. So I need to give it another crack and see what we've got.
It's good that though.
Friday I do a bike and a bit a longer row, and then Saturday's just like an easy bike and Sunday's off. So yeah,
mega.
It's actual cardio.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
that's the biggest change.
It's not like
it's not
just,
bodybuilder cardio.
No, it's not steady state. You actually working cardiovascular.
I want to be out
fit.
of breath. I want to feel like I've done something.
Yeah.
Like teeth are bleeding.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
Yeah.
And if it gives me flashbacks from when I used to swim, because that's all I used to experience. It's just that horrific nature of like, you know, being out of breath, lactic acid build up, and just
hating everything about it. But like,
yeah,
going back for
it's so rewarding, and like especially now where I don't really have the tangible rewards of like seeing the scales go up or, you know, seeing the aesthetics change. In training, strength is progressing, but like it's such a minute like level that like that's all I was focused on. But like the cardio is something that I can actively challenge myself, and like, you know, going into it, I don't want to do it. During it, I hate doing it. Finishing it, and I'm like, oh, I feel so good for it. And
you feel great because yours is
You did that with yours.
what you're doing. I was laughing the other day because you were like jumping on that box.
Like Chris Bumstead.
Yeah, and then dropping off on like you like drop off and then land on both feet. Yeah. And Yoris had me doing that with rower, and I thought, fuck it. It was almost as though my teeth were bleeding.
Yeah, you feel that ironing.
Yeah. And then sled pulling.
Yeah.
Sled push one way, then put thing round you and walk back. And I'm thinking, fuck it. But even though it was like, I thought, I want to have a go at this again. Yeah. Because it's horrible doing. But once you finish,
it's just reward. Yeah, that's it. Like it's finding the enjoyment out of just, I don't know, the outcome or the challenge.
You need something.
You need something.
You can't wake up every
competitive,
day for the last, you know, however many years with a goal, and all of a sudden
it's difficult.
There's nothing in front of you. You need something to get. That's just who we are as people. We're structured and we're goal driven.
And I go through phases. Like I'll go through weeks where I'll wake up pretty much every morning and be like, nobody cares. Like I'm literally doing this because I'm stubborn enough to tell myself to do this. But then I switch it and I'm like, yeah, but like if you do this, like that's just another brick in that kind of mental fortitude wall. And like at some point that wall might crumble, but fucking it ain't going to be today. You know what I mean? Like, and the longer you can do that, I just think, I don't know, bodybuilding when I started, it gave me control over my life that I'd never experienced. And then from that, I've managed to build the life that I've got.
What do you mean by that with control?
Like I went through, like I don't have the story of like came from like a, you know, low income family, or like I'm middle class as they come. I have no, like, I'm pretty sure I could cruise through like and do nothing with my life, and my parents would reluctantly support me. But they haven't, and they haven't needed to, and I've always been proud of that. But I think because of that, I just, at school I was very quiet. I had friends, I was like a sporty kid, so you're not unpopular. But I just never felt like I had like much purpose, I suppose, and direction. And like it would have been very easy just to kind of go through the whole process of, you know, uni, it's just middle class shit, uni, get a job,
9 to 5.
find a partner, have kids. And,
just,
you know,
slowly fucking die a horrible
death. Like, you know, what are you living, or are you just kind of getting towards the grave? Yeah. And I remember when I found like the gym, I suddenly was like, wow, like I can impact and influence how I look. And when I've always loved like, you know, superheroes when I was growing up, and I always wanted the most hench action figure and stuff like that. So I always thought, well, if you're more muscular, like everyone who's muscular is more confident. And I don't have any confidence. I'd like that. You know, if you put me in a room and I would just kind of gravitate towards a wall or a corner and, you know, try and keep my head down. So, yeah, it just gave me that. Like I started experiencing it and I was like, oh, if I put the work in, I get bigger. As I got bigger, I did feel more confident. Ironically, it's that middle period, isn't it? When you're actually not that big, but you think you're big.
You get a few people telling you that. Yeah.
Where you're like, where you think you're like, fucking hell, I fucking love this. And then you keep getting bigger and you're like, fucking, it goes down again.
Yeah.
But overall, like the interactions I have today, the job I do today, you know, like I said, when I started that emceeing, like when I told my mum, she was like, fucking nuts, because like I wouldn't speak, I wouldn't say boo to a goose as a kid.
Yeah.
So for me, that was it. I've spoken to about this in one podcast. A big thing that was notable when I started taking training and like my nutrition more seriously and taking control of that aspect of my life is up until my last year of uni, I used to self-harm. And that was just like, that was a control thing. I never felt like, I just felt like, oh, I can do something. Like I can, like people have tried, tried to get into my head. I can't really explain it, but I remembered so much. Like when I got into the gym, I suppose the gym is in a way self-harm. That stopped, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like I dropped that when I was 20, and you know, here we are 18 years later. It's never even crossed my mind. So that was like, again, a real positive for me. And this is where I'm not going to knock bodybuilding. I'm not going to knock progress. I love what I do, because you know, when you get that feedback, I work with a lot of Gen Pop guys now, and just when they start feeling more confident, that's such a big thing, because it then impacts how they are as a partner, how they are within their work environment with their friends. So yeah, that's kind of really long.
That's mega. And do you know what, mate? That's really. So I think a lot of people can take note of that story in terms of like the mental fortitude and resilience and control that bodybuilding has gave you, and how you've you've carried yourself across your career is that it is inspiring to a lot of people.
I think it's required as well. I think it's something that general people just lack, and that's why
I think it's missing in today's
society.
Today's society,
and it's seen as special, when really it's probably the minimum of turning up for yourself every day and doing things that you don't like to do.
Yeah. But Josh,
for an outcome that Josh
has been doing that for the last 20 years, not for any pat on the back from anyone. Everybody who does things now, they're doing it, and they're wanting some sort of recognition or pat on the back from that. And that didn't.
I mean, social media wasn't a thing when I started. Like, I remember 2012 was when I got Instagram, because I didn't even realize what it was. I thought it was just a photo editing app. And I remember like just editing a photo and then like left it, and thank God it was a fucking PC photo. And then I went back and I was, oh, it's like people liked it. I was like, apparently I posted that, whatever that means. And then that was where Instagram started.
Mega.
I think it's got a lot to answer for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is your stance on social media and Instagram? Because obviously, coming from someone, obviously we didn't have it as we come in, you know, at the beginning, then to have to immerse yourself in it, being someone who's introverted naturally. Have you struggled with it, or do you just do it with gritted teeth, or do you not mind it, or is it?
Honest truth is, like, there's a level of addiction there. Like, I don't like the way I am with social media. Like, Yvette's always been like, babe, just get off your phone. And I'm a doom scroller. And I hate it. I hate myself for it. It's one of the few things that I seem to be less good at controlling.
Yeah, not in control of as much.
So I hate that aspect of it. It's kind of changed, actually, because obviously I lost my big account in February for like 2.5 months. It only recently came back. And that was weird, because all of a sudden, my feeling of relevance within the industry was already wavering, because, you know, what am I? I'm a coach, but I'm sort of floating in this middle region. I've got a decent physique, but I'm not competing. I'm not, you know, doing much. So then that went, and my arse fell out, and I was like, fucking hell, what am I? And like, what does that mean to me? And after a couple of weeks, I was like, actually, it means fuck all. Like, everyone I need to speak to, I've got their number. So I went through about 3 weeks with no social media, and it was quite nice. And I thought, well, probably missing out on a little bit of my business here, so I should maybe get back in. I think during bodybuilding, like, it definitely helped. Like, at times I had sponsors who paid me, and obviously that was down to social media. On the whole, I think people put way too much
on it
and kind of emphasis on it as well. Like, I see some of these things that people post, and credit to them, because I wouldn't know where to start, but like the edit of like a 30-second clip, which they'll be like, that took me 8 hours.
We know what it's taken to do that. Oh my God,
like, is it like, I feel good if I just put something through CapCut and it tells me, tells people what I'm saying. I'm kind of just a lot more nonplussed about it than I used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now I do it mainly just as a bit of a reference point, like for I'd like to think people, and obviously you've mentioned there, like can see, that can be what retirement or post bodybuilding looks like.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
important.
but what I'm saying, that's something good coming out of it.
Yeah.
But for me, majority of it is shit. Majority is a lie. Like, I keep seeing these coaches, fucking loads of them, they won't calling out the bastards, but they stood there in a gym with the clients in a mirror, putting these pictures out. Like, it's edited to fuck. It don't look like that. I went gym the other day and kid went, it looks better on his photos. I went, it will do. It's a fucking drawing. It's fucking not him. That's how he looks. It looks like he's being ironed. Do you know? But what I mean is, to us, I'm going back to people, young people, they're like thinking, why don't I look like that?
Yeah.
When he fucking done.
Yeah, it's
Definitely a minefield, isn't it? Like, just in terms of expectation, and again, it is what it is. It's a highlight reel, and you know, some people. And the irony is, it's so hard because it's a highlight reel, and then you get people who are on there who are real, but then it's like, well, it's social media. So like, if you're upset or like, you know, the crying video is my favourite. I'm like, well, okay, so you've like started crying or forced yourself to cry, and I filmed it, and I appreciate people go through hard times. But then when you do share it, is it the right audience to like, you know, it has several thousand randomers like saying, I'm going through a rough time. Like, I don't know, like there's got to be someone closer to you.
Yeah, of course
who
there is.
you can message.
See, I was speaking to one of my friends at weekend. We went out and they were like, because he's come away from social media and he was big in the industry and he like back in the day sponsored by BSN, Men's Physique Athlete, and now he's like, he don't really entertain it. I don't even know if he's got one anymore, but he must have because he doesn't really actively post. And you're like, so and so must have gone to the trouble of setting the camera up and then crying on the camera because usually if you cry, it's like an instinctive thing, isn't it? Like you cry from something like you don't
happen to have a tripod and a ring light already on.
Yeah, you don't have a tripod and a ring light already on.
I love who's that? Is it Paul O'Lima? Is that his name? The black guy, Irish.
Oh yeah,
he's the best.
Yeah, he's the best. He does
crying, he does crying videos.
Yeah,
and then he'll be like, "Can I check the light?" But it's true. Like, that must be fucking how it is.
Yeah. No, I was just interested because like it's. Again, people either love it or hate it. My kind of problem / excuse for why I like kind of scroll as much as I genuinely just love bodybuilding, and because I'm not doing it as much. Or when I competed, I didn't really want to know what people were doing. I didn't want to know what people look like. I used to actively avoid trying to have any level of that's where I am
comparison.
at the minute. I don't look.
Yeah, but now
I don't go on it.
I want to be able to like see someone in the gym and be like, fucking seen your progress, mate. That looks awesome. I want to see someone like competing, especially with the MC stuff. Like I love it when I see an athlete who I've been looking forward to seeing because I've seen them on social media. And I can say, I've been seeing you, I'm looking forward to seeing you today. And then they turn up.
I've always been a fan of bodybuilding, right?
Yeah, which is mega. Yeah. But that was my next sort of segment was like the MCing, because knowing you and obviously what you've just spoke about, like you standing on stage and MCing and being the focal point of the show in terms of introductions to athletes, like.
And when we talk about MCing, we're not. You're not rapping. Check MIC.
Like you're the host of the show essentially. Yeah. Like, where did that come? Like, how did that come about? And like, if you don't mind, did you approach them? Did they approach you?
No. So it started with Suki from Behind the Stage, Beyond the Stage TV. Mm-hmm. So he invited me to be the host of that seminar. Where they had loads of like Samson and Ryan and Michelle.
Where was that?
The Derby, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a combo. It was like a Beyond the Stage TV / Two Bros kind of mashup. Yeah, the Derby one.
Right.
And he said because of the like the Pro Series basically, and the fact that I had the ability to talk to people, like well I want to do it and. I'm at a point. Well, the past like 10 years, I suppose, I've leaned into discomfort a lot more. So I knew I'd be very nervous. I knew I wouldn't really necessarily enjoy it, but you don't know unless you try. Mm-hmm. And it's a challenge, and I don't get that often. Like the older you get, the less challenges there are. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then at that, Ian was there, and he was like, "You thought about Well, in fact, he said, we've been speaking, we're looking at, getting another MC. Would you be interested? And I said, well, let me get this today out the way first. If I crumble, then he said it at the beginning. I said, if I crumble, then absolutely not. And then after I just said, yeah, I suppose, why not? So, yeah, credit to Ian. Either he was just lucky or he saw something that I definitely didn't. But yeah, he asked me, I think the first show was 2 or 3 weeks later. I got there an hour early. He was really thorough, just kind of saying all this stuff. And, you're going to be nervous, you're going to make mistakes, but, that's life. Just don't overthink it. It was quite nice. It wasn't a particularly busy show. Just went from there. And the thing I remember most is how much I enjoyed it, which, again, I didn't expect. And I think that was mainly down to there's a bit of a buzz being on stage. I don't see, you said you were the focal point. I'm not, and that's the way I frame it in my head, so I don't overthink it. Really, not really. The athletes are the focal point. Anyone could be the MC. I think back some of my shows, I couldn't tell you the MC was.
Yeah, you do.
No, but you know when there's a good MC because they bring the bring the show together.
The thing I want to do is some shows I've been to and the MCs has been about them. They're trying to crack a joke and trying to just be an entertainer.
Sometimes that's too much at a show, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
100%. I want to try and just give as much professionalism and respect to the athletes on stage.
Let the show run as smoothly as possible.
And just give them their time. And if there's an occasion, the one thing I really like about Two Bros is the opportunity to interview the overall winner on stage straight away after, because that is another level of engagement that I really enjoy. And like I said, 9 times out of 10, I've picked these guys probably to win it at some point in the 2-3 weeks leading into the show. So I'm I know what they've been through, and I obviously, as an athlete, ex-athlete, I know how they feel, and it's feeding that energy and feeding off that energy. You can almost
feel that emotion from them as well.
Yeah.
Is anything ever rehearsed, or is it just off the cuff?
Yeah, I've got 4 questions. The questions are generally the same, and then it's just depending on what their answers are. Just sort of.
Have you had any struggles with names so far?
Oh fucking hell, yeah! And reading. So actually, the guy who's just won.
Samson?
No, sorry, literally this weekend, the PCO overall bodybuilder, he was a classic guy, called Jose. For some reason, when I saw his name on this piece of paper, I saw Horse C, which anyone who's a Pokemon fan, there's a Pokemon called Horse C. Yeah. So my first thought was, interesting name, but parents must love Pokemon, that's pretty cool. So I introduced him for the first couple of times as Horse C. And then I looked and I was like, there's no fucking R there. And he walked off stage and I went, how do you say your name? Jose. I was like, fucking hell. Fortunately, he was back on a few times, so I managed to get it right. Some African names are mental. Fortunately, before Samson won...
Did you ask him how to pronounce it?
Well, I said, mate, am I going to try and say your name? And he was like, just call me Samson. I was like, thank you. Because... that name is something special.
Yeah. It looks incredible. I know we mentioned him on a podcast a few times, and I know he's a fan, I know he watches, but I think he could be potentially the future of British bodybuilding.
I'm going to say this now, because I think I said a couple of weeks ago, obviously you don't... By the way, I went to watch the show, so I was there in person.
All right, okay, good.
And I seen Josh MC, we had a catch up, and I was like, you don't know how much progress somebody's made until you actually see him in person. Yeah. And I saw him in person. So shout out Samson, because he looked incredible.
The level of muscle, particularly the upper body.
Yeah.
It's so cartoonish. It's comparable to when I've stood at the backstage in 22 with Andrew Jack.
Yeah, same
in terms of that level of kind of pop and just,
what the fuck? Yeah. It's different in person. It's another one, Samson. It's different in person. I was very, very, I'm impressed by his physique anyway. Yeah. But I was even more impressed. Now that show was probably one of the best standards of bodybuilding that I've seen at two.
Was certainly
Lewis was fantastic.
Yeah,
his overall package, balance, muscularity, condition. It could have gone either way.
Yeah, I don't think anyone could have had a problem with that.
And when I first saw it, I was like, "Ooh, fucking Lewis has probably got him in a couple of shots here." But the overall, he's just got a wow factor.
Yeah. And this is the tricky thing as well, actually, about being side of stage. Is sometimes side of stage, like Samson, the pop and everything looked good, but I would have said that Lewis's overall package looked better.
Better, yeah.
But then I've seen like video and photo of like the comparisons from where the judges are, where you were, and I'm being like, actually, Samson does take this.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, in that respect.
So you could see it either way, but yeah, like shout out, you look great, mate, and it's going to be very exciting. Like obviously, everybody's still got areas that they need to bring up. If he brings his lower body up a touch, to match that upper, it's
we are shadowed out.
It's going to be and he's only young.
It's only the third season, something like that.
He's done like 4 shows.
Yeah, it's just
which is mental.
And what's that Ben?
Yeah.
Ben's looking good. Well, I said I thought Ben had beat him.
He
but
looks good in these.
He's very dense. I thought I tipped Ben to beat him, but now I've not seen Ben in person. But now I've seen Samson in person because it's different when you see him in person.
Yeah. Ben's checking this week though.
Yeah, it's. do you know what? It's just
nice.
It's just good for business.
It's nice.
It's good for
just the standards. The standard of bodybuilding, not just in amateur but pro, it's just ridiculous at the minute. It's you have to be very, very good to do well, especially in the NPC at the minute.
Yeah, you do. Yeah,
but it's fucking.
I think people think that it's like nailed on, like that you.
Anyone can win a pro card.
Anybody can win a pro card now.
You see the guys who aren't winning the pro card.
Yeah.
Like fuck me.
Yeah, it's good. It's very competitive. Very and then you think there's people like Josh.
Yeah.
Still at it.
Like.
You mentioned Josh twice. It was Josh. Josh Long.
He's going to be hard to beat again, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like so much muscle and.
But he sent me so me and Josh worked through prep, and he's because of how hard kind of last year went. He's stopped prep, so he kind of does his own thing, just keeps me in the loop every couple of weeks. He sent me a check in this morning. It's 141 kilos. He looks fucking like
he's fucking cartoony.
Like in terms of like
I thought he was going to go this year.
An expo bodybuilder. Like he's the one.
Yeah,
like, he just looks so good, a bit, like large. So no, like with Josh, he's maybe I don't know if I've had influence or too much influence, but like he just loves bodybuilding. So like he's like, yeah, that's me done, and I'll do the same again. See you when I see you. Kind of thing. I miss training heavy. I miss training hard. I want to get back to that. And I think mentally I had a rough year, and it was just kind of actually the mature decision of being, you can't just slam yourself into a prep to sometimes distract yourself from maybe other things that need your attention.
It's never a good idea to do that, and like you say, it is a mature decision to pull up prep.
Because at the end of the day, he's exactly like me. He wants to enjoy bodybuilding for as long as possible, and one surefire way that he will hate bodybuilding is if he's forced to prep. Yeah. Like longer, because that's the part he hates the most.
And then you just produce a look that you're not happy with. So it makes
and that just compounds everything.
Yeah.
Right. So I think we'll get into some questions because we've had about 20.
Yeah, this is it's been serious, hasn't it? Let's get some fucking.
let's get some questions. Come on, let's get some questions.
I've been locked up for about 2 weeks in my house, and I want to start chatting shit with lads. Right.
Let's get some questions. Let's get some questions in. Firstly, as well, I know Doc's going, but it's out. You've put it out there on social media, so I can say it. Congratulations are in order. Josh is newly engaged.
Yeah.
To his lovely fiancée.
Yeah.
That I think it was a long time coming.
You've been together for a lot of years, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been together. It'll be 9 years in December.
Fantastic support system, I think.
Honestly, I'll get gushy if I speak too much, but she. I think when we did our pro series, it's exactly the same with Ifbb. Do you know what I mean? Like the level of like support that isn't. It's not loud. It's not clever. It's fucking solid. It's there, and it's so rare. I can't think of any person in my life who's had, and just gives me the support. But not only that, like she's made me better just by sort of being herself and like setting her own example. Like I love Ifbb because. Well, for numerous reasons, but she's very independent, very strong. I want someone who's reliant or, like kind of asking for your time when you've got other passions. Yeah. She's got her work, she's got her passion. She throws herself into those full force. And like, I think we complement each other really well.
So why after 9 years together did you propose to get married? Or the other question, why did it take you 9 years if it was something that you were always going to do?
So she was married when we met.
Right, okay.
But going through a divorce,
Yeah.
which took fucking ages.
Yeah.
I think she's only been unmarried either for the last
6 days.
maybe like honestly,
Get a snapped
like
up.
a couple of years.
Right, okay.
So
it
like
was
for
just
me,
something that was sort of never.
yeah, for me, I was like, listen, let the woman breathe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although she was like, right, we can, crack on now if you want.
You can do it now if you want.
And it's funny because I asked her, I was like, were you surprised? And because she was on the day itself, especially, and leading into it, I was organising all the family stuff. And 2 weeks before, I was trying to set a date, trying to get 10 people to be free on the same date for a surprise, not that it's fucking stress and hell. And I kept forgetting things around the house. She was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, your head's not in it. Like, what's going on? I was like, I'm just really busy with work, babe. So I thought she clocked on then. And then on the day, she was way too, just compliant. Like, she was ready on time. When I took her for a walk to the place, and it was boiling on the day, she was like happy to do it, and I was like, wow, like I reckon she knows, so she's trying to make it easy for me.
Yeah.
But when I spoke to her after, she was like, honestly, I've given up the thought. I didn't think you would ask me.
Yeah.
She was like, she said the number of times you've taken me to dinner over the last 2 years, and I thought this might be it. She's like, I just thought it wasn't. So it was a nice surprise when it happened. So yeah, that was
Mega.
got her.
Yeah,
Mega.
nice. Good.
Right, so one from my client initially, before I get into the ones on the Big Dogcast, he sent one on my inbox.
The love message, you long ones on inbox, don't they? Our clients.
It weren't too long, to be fair.
Free coaching.
Yeah, I'm moving to Josh. Let's have a quick look. Thomas.
You're skipping.
Thomas, question for the pod if you get a chance, lads. Do you think coaching for all you guys, including Josh, has a shelf life? If so, what would the plan be after?
I absolutely believe it has a shelf life, hence the reason why I do everything I do now. Because I feel like...
How can there be a shelf life?
For me...
Chris Aceto.
For me...
What do you mean?
It's 60 plus, still turning out Olympic champion.
He's also Chris Aceto.
No, but
Do you know what I
There's
mean?
only one.
Why is there only one? I don't give a fuck.
Milos is 60 odd, he's still...
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but I'm the fucking... I'm Derbyshire Milos. But you're an... Let's say you're an established coach.
It doesn't matter.
If you're just... You're fucking 56-year-old Barry.
No, he's asking for us. Is there a shelf life for us, not for everyone?
No.
For an established coach.
Even like me, lifestyle.
Thomas, you've caused a kick-off here.
question.
I've got a lot of older fucking clients.
Yeah.
Do you know when I get older, I'll have a lot more older clients.
They'll all be dead, mate.
No, because the next ones will come.
Too much trend.
Who's a bit older? Because they'll all come. They're not going to go, hold on a minute, let's go to that fucking little 20-year-old kid with arms like knots in cotton going, these are my 3 top bicep exercises. They aren't fucking going to go
Yeah, I just think the landscape we're going to be in is going to be drastically different in the next 10 years.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I don't like what we've got now.
Jimmy's a conspiracy theorist, so he'll be like, AI's going to take over. Fucking, there's going to be robots
Your
doing
robot in house is going to be doing.
I agree that AI is going to help.
No, it's not even about AI.
But let's say this, right? All AI takes all. Right?
Right.
Where's tax coming from if AI is going to be expensive?
Universal basic income. Don't need to pay tax.
It won't work like that.
It does.
He's like bastard. He's not me.
It won't. Because there's that much tax coming in from people who go to work. They take it all off you.
But
what
I'm
they're going to do with
saying
AI, if AI takes everybody's jobs, and it's fuck all, right, they're going to lose all that tax. So AI becomes expensive. If AI becomes expensive...
What do you need tax for?
Which one are you going to spend your money on?
To repair what? Roads, infrastructure.
They fucking don't do that anyway.
Who does all that? The AI does all that. It's all free labour. So that's why humans are going to be...
AI can't...
You know now about AI.
AI can't go and go, hold on a minute. Layers are old, pal. Do us drive to 90.
That's not coming for a fucking long time. We're not. It's not Terminator: Rise of the Machines. It's not.
Josh is quiet. He knows.
I can see what you say. I'm undecided. Shelf life, no shelf life. I think if you love it and you do it like anything, it probably doesn't really. But at what point? Obviously with Effie growing up, you don't necessarily want to be coaching however many clients you're coaching for the, I know for me, I'm already at the point where I want a number that turns me over, keeps me busy, but I can do a lot of other stuff as well.
Yeah. Well, which is exactly why we've started putting things in place over this last week. I want to have a passive income. Yeah. I still will coach.
Yeah, well, that's it.
100%.
Yeah.
But not probably 75 plus.
Like, so what I've done is pretty much I've got 2 properties, so I get rent from 2 properties.
Yeah.
And that in itself, like, covers mortgage, covers, like, so straight away, like, that's something that I've always wanted, because it just, for me,
takes the pressure off.
It just takes the pressure off. And all I want is one more, and I know that really I can just coach for the love of it completely. Like, the money is
just pocket money, isn't it?
Yeah, disposable, whatever I want from it. And I feel like I've put in, enough years hard work that I want to enjoy as much as I can, especially now I've got myself in a position competitively not to have to stress about every fucking minute every day. Do you know what I mean?
Get blood at the weekend.
Rewind it back to the uni days.
No, it's a good question. Is that I just think for the majority of coaches, I think that is going to be a thing. I think there is a shelf life. There has to be, but I also think demographically is you're 40 now coaching 40 to 50 year olds. When you're 50, are you going to be coaching 50 to 60 year olds? A lot of people aren't going to be asked about being coached then.
Yeah, they still are. I've still got people.
So I think everyone, like, it's the generation. Yeah. So, like, the generation
next
growing
generation.
up with coaching as well.
But what I mean is next generation. So, like, let's
yeah. I suppose I'm speaking from my own experience, because right now even though I don't use social media, or I try, but I don't, let's say, in 10 years' time, when I'm 47 and I've not been competing for 5 years or whatever, and you haven't seen a speck of me on social media, there's only going to be so much referrals I'm going to get from current clients, and then my client base is going to be slowly dwindling down.
I don't go on it.
You don't go, you're still getting them. We're still going to be doing podcast.
Yeah, I want to come back for episode 1000.
Yeah.
So I think with AI.
Yeah.
Just
a little AI robot.
AI Jimmy.
Yeah.
No, good question.
Yeah,
I think it's
Look,
open for debate.
I've just got one here, look. There you go. We've been sat here.
Yeah, I've had another one this morning. So, question for all of us: when we talk about being having to push clients or pushing food low, what's the lowest you've pushed a client? I've pushed a client sub 1,000 calories.
Yeah, sub 1,000 calories. Yeah.
Yeah,
female natural competitor. I've only done it a few times, and every time I do it, I'm like, do not tell anyone I've pushed it.
You feel so bad, don't you?
You feel so bad. I'm like, I said, we can't stay
for a long period of time.
Yeah, you can't stay here long. Yeah. Like every single prep, I'm like, fuck you know. Yeah. Like, but it's I've coached her for 6 years now. It's what's needed. Yeah.
And one thing that I quite like is
I'm carb cycling with her now, actually.
Like Kerry Sexton puts a lot of stuff on Instagram. I don't think she puts necessarily calories, but she puts the daily food, and there's fuck all there.
Yeah,
and she does a lot. Like I think that's quite people need to see.
Yeah, absolutely. People need to see.
People are like obviously it's a highlight reel. So you're going to get the coaches who are going,
she's still eating 2,000.
Prepped her on 2,000. She's on 500 gram carb.
And she did no cardio.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, okay, brilliant. She's like a genetic anomaly that if everyone is looking at, then no one's going to get in shape. Or you're lying. So
essentially, you just need to do what you need to do. If your food needs to go lower, it has to go lower.
Yeah,
if you can't just go high, it has to go higher.
At a point, yeah.
And if your output has to go up.
Yeah. I've got Gordy. He does about 20,000 steps a day. Like the beginning of like last year, I think his calories at one point was at like 1,600 calories for like 2 weeks, and he was doing 30 minutes cardio plus like 20,000 steps a day and training.
Last time.
And he just fucking blitzed it, but it was what he needed then. Now his calories are fucking double that.
Yeah. Yours on a rest day were just one carb meal.
One carb meal
and just protein and veg, or protein and fat, and like 15 grams of walnuts and
I don't give a fuck, and just get it done.
But the thing is, he was saying to me, take food down, but I'm like, you can't take food down anymore.
Can we take these 10 almonds down to 5?
I don't need them walnuts in that. You might die if we take it.
But another reason why calories produce stress. Like if you turkey, green beans, and almonds, fucking Ricky Moore 5 meals a day, apart from oats in the morning.
Beautiful. This is what dreams are made of.
There's probably 1,400 calories there.
Yeah,
I'm prepping on that. But if you see that number on page, like, fucking hell, I'm on no food. But when it's just food in front of you,
I've gone
That's
like
your meal.
sub 2,000 being at like 293.
Yeah, I've done it. I've done it.
Looking at watch, going, is
I
it
think
time
we-
for
I
bed
think-
yet? Quarter
I
past
think
3.
for a short period of time when we prepped, I think we were like maybe for like 2 weeks.
Took it down, yeah.
We fucking grafted for a bit, like to pull the last bits off.
If you're still eating carbs in most of your meals, you're fucking lucky. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you got to get asparagus out, ain't you?
You're a greedy bastard.
With Josh's height and size, did you ever consider acting, film, TV, post-competitive bodybuilding?
I did consider it because there was a guy, I don't know if you remember, you might be a bit too not being into it. He was a super heavyweight, Oliver Price. I don't know if that name rings a bell. He came third at the British at one year, and he did a lot of extra work. And I remember thinking, like, quite early on, like probably around 2014, 15, maybe that'd be a nice bit of passive income. I messaged him, and he was like, "Yeah, you can do it." He's like, "It's not easy because it's like you go to our auditions and you're not guaranteed." He's
You got to travel a lot, aren't you?
Don't think it's like something you just kind of dip your toe in and like it comes good. It's like anything, And this is why with people with like on Instagram, for example, they got big followings. They graft for it. Do you know what I mean? It's still a job. It's still hard work. So he told me that, and I was like, that sounds like hard work. And also, I'm an introvert. I don't really like the idea of doing like being someone else or trying to be someone else. So that pretty much knocked it on the head. Vikings, the TV show, came along. They were doing an audition that I was very close to going to, but it just so happened to fall. I think it was the day of the NABA World.
It was in the prep. I can remember that.
Yeah, because I remember messaging their team going like,
"Can I bring my food on?"
No. It was the day of the competition, so I physically couldn't make it. But I was like, I'm like people call me a Viking. Like, I do think I'd probably be all right in the show.
Yeah.
Like, is there any other opportunity to do it? No, sorry. I was like, no, fine.
It's all right. I'll just go be Mr. World instead.
Yeah.
Dickheads.
So, yeah.
Ooh, Josh, I don't know how you're going to feel about this one. Harry Potter is just Star Wars with wizards. Please discuss.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Completely different.
It's absolutely nothing like. I've never watched Star Wars once.
I like anything fantasy. Like I love.
Yeah, I thought
Star
you'd
Wars
be
is
Star
good.
Wars.
Harry Potter's good.
Have you ever seen Harry Potter?
So the shampoo,
I've seen Harry Potter.
the shampooed
Star Wars. Yeah.
the shampooed beard.
Yeah.
That's a bad question / comment.
No.
You'll be getting blocked by Josh.
We'll get on to
I've
that.
never seen,
You've never watched Harry Potter?
never watched Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings.
You are
any of them,
mate.
Yeah, Lord of
this
the Rings
is
is
so
good and Harry
much.
Potter's good. I'm not a massive Star Wars fan.
I
but
I've never
watch
seen
Lord of the Rings
I've
now
never
randomly
seen-
on
I've
a
never
fucking
seen-
Wednesday.
I watched
Just
the
be like, put it on
daylight
and
all
just-
three
never
back
seen
over the course of a week.
Just watch
I've
it.
never seen Star Wars. It's like bollocks.
Yeah, Star Wars, I get.
No, it is. It's bollocks, right? I swear down.
It's escapism.
Yeah, that's what it is. Exactly
Like,
that.
and it's comfort. Like for me, I'm the Harry Potter generation. I remember queuing outside the Waterstones for
the books at school, weren't it? 20
Yeah.
20 plus
Well, for
years.
the fourth book especially, I was there. Brunch first in queue outside Waterstones, Canterbury, to get my copy. So like,
Camping.
For me that and then the films and like just, especially during preps, how many preps I did where I would just pretty much watch film 1 to 7 Monday to Friday and then just repeat it like on an evening. That would just be all I did because I could just switch off and just sort of take
From
it in.
life,
It was, familiarisation. And
Have you watched? Well, there's not about what you're asking you. Is a folk me? Of course he has.
I think everyone has, apart from you.
But they're like, no, it's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot.
If that
but
happened-
Rocky's not real.
It is. He had a fucking fate on Christmas Day, mate. He did.
In Russia. This is a good one because we've not gone into the Pro Series, but if you've not watched the Pro Series, you need to follow the Pro Series on YouTube. Josh has put a lot of time and effort into going through the UK's Ifbb pro bodybuilders and finding the story and basically just sort of going through what it's taken them to. Well, you give a bit of an introduction because it's been mega.
Yeah.
How many are you on now, Josh?
So I've got 30 and 31 on Friday and Saturday being filmed.
Nice.
So, yeah. A side note, because I saw on the last episode you guys did about the financial state of the podcast. Financial State of the Pro Series, guys, fucking subscribe.
I did think that. I was like, you're traveling a lot and you're fucking...
You put a lot of time and money into it.
Going into that.
But genuinely, like, I never did it for that.
Yeah.
And the more I do, like, I broke it down at some point, I can't remember when I was like, you know, if we look at all my financials, this is fucking retarded. But in my week and in my month, what do I really enjoy doing? And when I have these things, I just fucking love it. I get to train with, you know, people I've friends, people I look up to. You know, every single person has a story, and like, I just like talking and finding out about it. So yeah, it came to me probably in my final prep. I was like, I'm in a position where being a pro, I could probably approach a lot of pros and they'd be okay with it. I appreciate one thing I always remember when I was competing was, you know, if someone asked to train with me, the initial reaction was like, oh, fucking hell, it's going to be awkward. I have to say no. So like, I can go into someone and go, listen, just do your thing. I'm going to be there with the camera. I'm not going to interrupt your session. We can chat if you want. But then after, all I'd like is 30, 40 minutes of your time, and then we can make something cool out of it. And yeah, it just sort of grew. Like, initially I thought the training would be what people were interested in.
It's interviews, isn't it?
But people just love the story, yeah. Like, it's really, and I just get completely absorbed in them when I do them. So
have you found a common denominator across all of the successful bodybuilders, or is it completely different wildly?
Just again, hard work and doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah. Right.
Like, everyone trains differently. I've done all sorts of training. You know, some that I've been like, not really sure, like, that makes sense on paper. But again, like, it just shows that you can do. Everyone's working hard in these sessions.
Yeah.
I mean, like, no one's going through the motions. They might be doing high volume, low volume, you know, top set, back off set, all sorts. But they all train hard. And then when it comes to the sort of mindset, everyone's just, there's very little like arrogance in it, but there's a lot of, maybe that fluctuates a bit in terms of confidence. There's a lot of confidence in people's a bit like belief in themselves. And that's something that I've always said about me is, I'm not a confident person, but I'm very confident in my work ethic.
Your ability
to work, my work rate.
Yeah.
And I'll back myself in pretty much any scenario there, but I'm not going to go out there and say, I'm going to win a show, or I'm going to, you know, be the best at this or the best at that. So yeah, it's really fucking cool. So definitely watch it.
Yeah, it is cool. It is cool. So the question was, have you got any? Is there any dream guests? I mean, you've interviewed James, you've interviewed Samson. Have you done Ryan Terry yet?
No, but I did get Ryan's number, and I've messaged him a few times, and he's just
Ryan, if you're watching,
he's ignoring me.
All right,
we'll clip it and clip him and tag it.
Clip him and tag it.
No, I do feel bad because, like, I know how busy kind of Ryan is, so he knows he's out there.
Have you done Shelley?
Not yet, but again, like, you'd be amazed at just how many fucking pros there are. So like, by the time this comes out, my next two guests, I'm going up north, doing the back-to-back and staying over. So I've got Wendy McCready, so absolute legend, which I'm really excited about.
Yeah,
because
she's awesome as Wendy.
One of the things I want to start doing is shining a bit more light on people who are, I suppose, ahead of where I currently am. In terms of they're retired, but more established retired, but still a force within bodybuilding. So I'm going to do Anth in July. And then I got Reese McDonald on Saturday, so that's going to be cool. So,
yeah, that'll be good.
Because there's some great pros up north as well, isn't there?
Yeah, so many, like, and just everywhere. Like, if I could afford to, and if I could have the time, you know, like, I'd want to go down London. That Jay Made, who's just won his pro card.
Yeah, very
like
good.
Fucking some of the lifts he's doing. I mean, I don't know if I'd want to train with him, but
no,
like,
just watch.
Just like, you know, and I see all of these guys, and realistically, there's so many inspirational athletes, not even pros, but I have, like, at least pros kind of pinpoints it somewhat. Otherwise, I'd be, you know, not really into focus. It's hard to kind of go. So
you've got so much scope to just keep.
And again, on a separate note and a selfish note, it keeps me, I suppose, a bit more relevant. People have an association with me to that in bodybuilding, which is lovely. It also gives me a reason, not that I necessarily need it, but to train fucking hard and to not embarrass myself too much. You know what I mean? Like,
well, when we did it, I was just like, I was very impressed. I said to you, I was like, Josh is still fucking big. His legs are massive. I was just impressed about, like, how your physique is. I don't know what I expected, but I just thought,
No, I know what you mean.
Post bodybuilding, not on cycle anymore.
Yeah.
You know, we trained together through lockdown and things like that, and it's like it was just as I remembered it.
Yeah.
Almost just like, oh, fucking hell. So that's that's good.
Right, let's have a quick look. So we've got quite a good few ones. We've spoke about this as well. Like these are all tied in. So Cal Curry's asked like 3 or 4 in the same one. He said, were there any struggles both physically and mentally leaving? With what appeared to be a seamless transition? We spoke about that. Did you feel an identity shift when you retired?
Not so much. Honestly, I think I'm like just too fucking laid back for a lot of this.
Yeah.
Like I don't overthink where I'm at. I've definitely had periods where, you know, the dark side it like calls every now and again. I'm like,
Yeah, do you ever just fancy putting like a grandma mast in? Or
yeah, just have a little play around. But then I think like what like all it's doing is feeding the addiction.
Yeah.
So like I do that.
Was that the hardest thing, the drugs? I'm not saying that you're a fucking drug addict, but
We all are.
But we are in a sense.
You associate it with the look, and like,
Yeah.
and so I know.
But coming from what I'm guessing, what were your peak cycle, last cycle?
Oh god, like 3.5, 4 grand probably all in.
Yeah, so
now 300 tests a week.
that's what I'm. But I think you did it the right way in terms of. I'm not saying you came down gradually from 3.5, 4 gram. You came down substantially, but you didn't just.
No, I tapered. Yeah,
You tapered, didn't you?
I probably went about half. It took about half. But then I've always done that in like my post-show phases. I've never just gone boom boom.
Yeah.
I've always tapered things
it up,
down.
yeah.
So obviously I took the toxic shit out, and then tapered dose, and yeah, and then I start just getting into like I'm a cheapskate, so I'm like, I'm spending even less on gear and growth now.
Yeah.
Will you have a blast like if you for wedding, or will you have a blast for an holiday and stuff? Or
I never go on holiday, so that makes that easy. We'll see about the wedding. But
£340.
but the thing is,
I didn't know.
the way I think if I looked worse than I do, and that's not saying that like I look amazing, but I thought I'd look a lot worse.
Yeah.
Running like, you know, I think 300 tests when you have run that much for, you know, substantial cycles for 5 years or so, you think you're gonna. So then I'm like, well, if I look like this, but why? Like, what would be the actual reason?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm past the vanity aspect of it. I think.
do you think that's down to you, like you as a person though? Because how laid back you are. Because I bet you've never got mad with building Lego, have you? I bet you've never gone fucking.
No.
Have you? Do you know like me? I'd be like,
The only time I get mad
I've snapped it.
is when Yvette goes in my office and hoovers and knocks a bit off and puts it back, and then I'll be looking at it. I'm going, why the fuck is that bit of Lego there? Babe, you manoeuvring? So, what's that? We had one with a train set, and she was like, yeah, that's where it goes. I was like, it's not where it fucking goes. I was like, where does it go? Where did it come from? She's like, I don't know. And so I'm literally there, like in a huff, sat cross-legged on the floor, laptop out, looking at photos of this train set, as it should be, looking at the train set with this little bit of fucking Lego going, where the fuck is
it's not
it?
even off train, it's off fucking.
It was off a different fucking set.
That's fucking wild.
Honestly, it took me about 45 minutes. And she was like, Jesus Christ. So, yeah. And the other day I walked in and I was a lot calmer, but I was like, did you try and fix something? And she was like, yeah. I was like, she was like, it looks good. I was like, it's not right though, is it?
Let's just not come in here again. Okay, I'll over.
Oh, I'm putting a lock on door.
I'm buying an MREF for Lego room.
Oh God, brilliant. So I've got a couple here. What are we on now? Are we on 1 o'clock?
Yeah,
with 5 past.
What
Right.
about there? 5 minutes.
We'll do. Yeah, because I've got.
Josh, I want to get a gripe from you because you're a very positive thinking sort of, but there's got to be something that pisses you off at gym.
Phones.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
What people sat on the phones.
Yeah, just people, just generally.
Just in general.
I don't mind tripods, I don't mind filming, because I do that myself and I encourage my clients to do it for me.
Yeah.
But when I go in the gym, first thing I do, message with it, I love you, swipe down, airplane mode on. That's it.
Yeah.
So then it's music and filming. No notifications, unless I'm training at a time that's crucial to someone on prep.
Yeah.
Like, in the nicest possible way, if Yvette has an accident, it's very unlikely in that 2-hour window I'm going to be able to do a whole lot. If my parents get on well, they live 4 hours away.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, and this is the thing, I've had kind of kickback from clients before saying, oh, but what if? I'm like, I don't know if that's relevant, like really. So when I see people on their phone, like, and again, fair enough. Okay, if that is the case, then have your phone on and the notifications enabled, but you still don't need to go on it. But like, yeah, I'll like walk past people, and I know you guys have spoken about on the podcast. How many sets you got left? One more set.
Is that what
And you're like, I've just asked. Like, at least like act,
fucking do it. Yeah,
I'm hurried.
Yeah.
And I walk past people, and I'm like, you're playing a fucking game. Like, so that really, and I try, like, I've never said anything to anyone, except if someone is on a piece and they're on their phone, I'll go, oh, while you're doing that, can I just jump in? And then normally they're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, and then
Like,
Just
don't give them an option, and also highlight the fact that they're on it.
Yeah, that's it. Give them not an option. It's not being pushy or like, it's like, well, you can stand up and...
Yeah, you're obviously not using the machine. I can see that.
Yeah, it's not a seat, mate.
So yeah, just anything like that. You could just do one.
Next, this is one. Do you think Nabba's got better this year? I do. I think
Yvette's been their official makeup artist, so she's done a lot of shows, and she said like it's they're making a lot of effort.
It is good.
I think it's good for.
I was there the other week. It was good, and
it's good for British bodybuilding, isn't it?
The nostalgia's massive when you're there.
Yeah. So I haven't managed to get to one.
Loved it.
Just because of the weekends they've been on, but I would like to for sure.
This is one. We have got a quick fire round for you, but would you rather scrape by and be able to bodybuild, or be well off and not be able to bodybuild?
Oh, fuck scraping by. I did that when I was a kid. No fucking way.
So you quit bodybuilding and...
No fucking way.
So you're gonna be well off. What are you gonna do?
I'm not bothered.
Well, what else are you gonna do?
I'm not
I'd be skin and bodybuilding all day.
I'm not scraping by.
I scraped by all through like my 20s bodybuilding, and I really enjoyed it.
You didn't scrape by when you were
think?
kid.
Yeah, but when you say...
I didn't have a single carpet on my floor, and I slept on the mattress on floor, mate. You fucking talking about scraping by, you know nothing.
I fucking same as you. Like, listen, there's no fucking way on earth that I'd fucking want to scrape by. I love training, but
I think that's where I'm like, again, naive and reference points, middle class. So my idea of scraping by probably isn't.
You're scraping by us now.
Mum,
there's nothing there. Fucking Tuesday after school.
I'd say it's hard to imagine life without bodybuilding, though.
Yeah,
I
couldn't. Yeah,
I just don't know what I'd do without it.
Do you know? It's not scraping. I'd good at gym and not buy now. What I mean by that is supplements and...
So me and you now are very similar. I scrape back. I don't have to, but I literally live like I'm on minimum wage.
Yeah, because you're frightened of going back from when you're...
A little bit, but at the same time, it's because I don't need anything else because I love bodybuilding. If I didn't have bodybuilding, I'm buying everything because I've got...
You need that satisfaction.
Something, yeah.
But what I mean is, like when we were talking the other week about food and protein and everything else, I look at people and I'm thinking, you're like, you ain't got a pot to piss in to go to the gym. Like, you're spending a lot of money, like, for nothing. We know some people who's got no genetics, no nothing, built like that fucking light pole, right, spending 1,500 quid a month on whatever else.
Yeah.
Scraping by. And I'm thinking, like...
Priorities.
Yeah, like me, if I scrape by, I'm too knobhead who nips to gym. Like, scraping by to nip to gym when I've got a kid and whatever else.
Yeah, I think you've got to prioritise what's important.
I think there's obviously like brackets in that as well. If someone's like spending
fucking hundreds of pounds on gear,
like say £700 or £800 a month on bodybuilding, and then the scraping by, it's different if somebody's spending 1,500 quid and buying everything. If you're buying your basics and enjoying training,
take 600 quid a week home. Scraping by that way, like go to work and get 600 quid and scrape by. I'm not saying, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then fair enough, I'd still go to gym, but I wouldn't change.
No, I think if it affects your quality of life and those around you, then it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
That's different. It depends on what level you're doing it, I suppose.
But again, it depends what scraping by is.
Yeah. Of course it does.
Yeah. When we had a V&L, we were rich.
It was Christmas Day at Nana's house.
We were rich, like fucking
premium dessert.
Right, I'll tell you what we'll do then, because Josh is going to get off because he's got an important an important sort of meeting this afternoon.
First wedding venue. Viewing. Yeah.
And we've got, I appreciate everybody's questions. We've actually got loads. A lot of them are, there's about 4 or 5, which are all directly linked to how big Josh has got and how tall Josh is and where he came from.
And we've already spoke about that.
And we've already spoke about
There was
it.
something about tall people doing legs.
Yeah, it was
I've got
basically-
YouTube tomorrow, which I'm going over that. So if you watch that, then
Yeah, tall people, long femur, or I've got a long frame, and how do I fill it out? It is the same.
Yeah, this is it.
Like you've
I
always,
sometimes feel like a
Young
con.
people, smaller limbs can have more frequency though, can't they? Do you know what I mean? They can recover quicker.
I just think it's all. I think we're all this.
Everyone is different. Like, if there's one tall guy, another tall guy, they're still going to move different. They're still going to
consistency over time. Do what feels good and just do it for a
Yeah,
while.
like I said, I never overthought it. I was naive enough to think that Ronnie Coleman was 6'6", so why couldn't I get close to that?
Yeah. You just got to eat a lot of food, train fucking hard.
In terms of training legs, probably where a lot of mine came from was learning train hard with Rich from day dot in the gym, actually burying yourself in stuff. And then I did a couple of years of like twice a week, and that was then see me through.
Yeah. So it's just time, consistency, effort,
Steroids.
loads of food.
Consistent with the steroids.
Yeah. Do you know what we're going to do? And the viewers can play at home. See if you can actually beat Josh.
Oh no!
This is a university challenge style Harry Potter quiz.
Fucking hell!
So it's hard. Then.
This is going to. Well, we don't know how hard it is because I don't know. I know a few of these questions.
You'll know these.
Let's see how.
Hey, I'm off.
Let's see how good Josh is with his Harry Potter knowledge.
I'm nervous, man.
Yeah. Let's see how
I've
good he is.
nervous like this in a while.
So this is going to be testing his knowledge. And if you want to play at home, see if you can get anywhere close to Josh. So, question 1.
You got to be quick though.
What is the name of Harry's owl?
Hedwig.
1 out of 1. What position does Harry play in Quidditch?
Chica.
2 out of 2. What is the name of the Weasley family home?
The Burrow.
What does Harry's Patronus take?
Stag.
Name the 3 unforgivable curses.
The Cruciatus Curse. Vada Kedavra. And... No, not going to get the third one. What is it?
That's 2 out of 3. It says Imperius and Cruciatus and the Killing Curse, which is Avada Kedavra.
Yeah.
So 2 out of 3. Do you know what? I'll give you half a point for that.
I'm not a dark wizard, so I wouldn't.
No,
You know what I mean?
that's
I've not spent enough time with it.
Yeah.
It's a push up on.
So we'll give you half a point for that. Who turns out to be the Half-Blood Prince?
Severus Snape.
What is the core of Harry's wand?
Phoenix Feather.
What 3 objects make up the Deathly Hallows?
Invisibility Cloak, the Elder Wand, and the Stone, Resurrection Stone.
What is Dumbledore's full first to last name?
Oh. Albus.
This is a difficult
No,
one.
I can't remember that.
So he's got 3 middle names. So it's Albus, and then obviously his last name is Dumbledore. He's got 3 middle parts. Do you know? Can you give us any?
No, they're not coming to me there.
Percival, Wulfric, Brian.
Yeah, so when you start, I can get the flow of that, but no, I've never got that.
How many Horcruxes did Voldemort intend to create?
Intend 7. 7 or 6?
I'm going to give you that.
Yeah.
So it was 6, splitting his soul into 7 parts.
Right.
Yeah. Which goblin helps break into Gringotts in the final book?
Oh, I know this. No, not coming.
Griffook.
Okay.
What is the incantation for the summoning charm?
Summoning charm. Oh, no. Accio, something or other.
Yeah.
Like whatever you want.
Yeah, Accio, yeah. Fucking hell, Josh. Who teaches potions once Snape moves to defence against the dark arts?
Professor Slughorn.
Name the Ravenclaw house ghost.
Ooh. It's a female.
Yes.
No.
I'll give you.
Rowena Ravenclaw. No. Or
It's that, yeah.
is it that?
It's very close to that. She's also known as the Grey Lady.
Grey Lady. I was going to say White Lady.
Yeah, so it was Helena.
Oh, Helena. I think so. That maybe is her daughter.
Yeah, Helena Ravenclaw. Which again,
No.
no, you don't want
You
it.
should be listening to these.
What does SPEW stand for?
Oh, it's the house elf thing, I think. No, I'm just going to make up like support.
It's a good job I don't live with you. I'd smash all your Lego. I'd make you do it all again.
What is it?
The Society for the Promotion of Elvish Welfare.
Oh, okay.
Just that were fucking
So
pretty.
elf doll.
That were pretty good. I think you got 12.5 out of 15.
I'll take
They
that.
were hard questions,
I'll
Ned.
take that.
They were pretty hard.
Good one.
They were right hard. I swear
You wouldn't have
down.
even known one of them.
I didn't know. I wouldn't have even been able to fucking read them.
I think
Fucking hell.
I knew the first two, Hedwig and Seeker.
No, you would have.
I know that.
You would have.
Yeah, I'd struggle with
Him
it.
running around with fucking glasses on. He's Harry Potter. He's fucking Brian Potter, innit?
These are a few bodybuilding related one before we go.
Cool.
Favourite off-plan meal?
Probably fajitas. The fajita night me and Yvette do. Oh, yeah.
Good, I'm glad you said that.
I thought he was going to go with a pizza. I thought generic pizza. Yeah.
I'm glad he said that. I thought he said sushi or something.
Oh, fuck sushi. No,
Well
no,
done.
no.
Right,
Well
yeah,
done.
well done. You can come
Definitely
again.
Best physique you've ever shared the stage with?
Samson, France.
Fucking hell, yeah.
Because that was like 2 weeks before he won the O and he looked fucking obscene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't even get me
Fair
out
one.
of it.
Fair one.
Fair one.
It'd be anyone else would be like, yeah, just no. I've been some great, but just, yeah.
One coach, if you was to ever come back, one coach, alive or retired, or even if you could go back, one coach, alive or retired, you would have actually let coach you. Cal.
That's nice.
We're gonna have Cal on as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Worst trend in the sport right now?
Like Jimmy says, I don't really focus much on negatives.
Yeah.
Peptides. I kind of do my tits in a bit. But
Yeah. Lego set or a new pair of trainers?
Like I said, go barefoot.
Lego set up, Lego.
Finish the sentence. The secret to a good prep is...
Don't overthink it.
Great advice.
Great advice. Doctor's answer were Trent.
Slash trend.
No, mate, I think that'll do us. We've been going, how long have we been going, James?
An hour and a half.
Hour and 40. Yeah, that's
Oh, it's
plenty of
fine,
time.
flew.
Do you know what? That absolutely flew. And I
We could go for hours here.
we could have gone for
And
hours.
it started, yeah.
Yeah, we've got another 10.
Yeah.
We've got another 10, 15 questions. Josh, you've got so much knowledge and wisdom and experience and stories to probably tell. Like, we could have you on back on 3 times over. Which,
Get it back on for the hundreds.
yeah.
Go for 50.
No, that's it. We're going to be going for 100.
Start a tradition.
Yeah, we'll definitely have you back on, especially after your first season MCing and things like that. So we just want to firstly thank you for coming on.
Appreciate
And
it.
I think a thank you as well. I know we don't uphold it, but just for the British bodybuilding industry in general.
Yeah.
I think one thing we have missed, or we're very short on, is people like yourself who just uphold the sport to a good standard, not just from doing the sport itself, but as a person.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
being a
'cause
generally good
one of
fucking
the
guy.
nicest people
Not
that
calling
you know
anything
you
out,
are.
being positive and trying to help people and the sport itself. So
Yeah, I think
from us,
yeah.
thank you very much.
Yeah, I think a very, very inspirational. If you want to look up to somebody and sort of take a lot from in terms of how they've handled the career in bodybuilding, I think Josh is somebody who you should definitely.
Yeah, you won't go far wrong.
You'll not go far wrong. I did that. I think I've spoke about that. Like, you taught me how to be the person I'm professional athlete that I was. So yeah, thank you for coming on.
you're
I
very
wish you
kind,
all the
very
best
kind.
with your Pro Series,
Thank you.
business, MCing,
Wedding.
wedding.
Yeah.
You've got a lot going off. So yeah, we wish you all the best for that, mate. And
Thank you.
and you can find Josh on Instagram.
Yeah, either so I've got both pages. So Josh_Maley, or the one I use more now, Josh Maley Ifbb Pro.
Yeah. You can find him on YouTube.
Yeah, Josh the Viking Maley, I think it is.
And there's the Pro
that's
Series.
the Pro Series on there. There's a
Pro Series on there.
playlist. It's pretty much all Pro Series now, but yeah, there's a playlist on there. Yeah, any coaching, Team Viking LTD on Instagram. Pretty much it. Any independent bodybuilding shows, want an MC?
Yeah, give Josh a shout. He's on OnlyFans as well.
If anyone needs a rental, spread your options.
Yeah.
But before we finish, mate, honestly, I want to say thank you because, as I said to you guys individually, I think like this is my favourite podcast in terms of bodybuilding. I've stepped back from watching a lot of bodybuilding podcasts because they just get a bit samey, but it's just always nice and to be in here today chatting. Like I said, it's a shame because I'm not going to watch this back.
Yeah.
But I genuinely mean it. Like, you guys are doing something awesome, and episode 50, to be honest, is a privilege. Well done. Yeah, awesome.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Episode 50, done and dusted.